Not for What's going on, everybody? It is October 26th. It is 7:25 a.m. It is the professional trader here, and I am here again with my brother Kailash. Today we're just kind of going to be kind of doing the same thing we always do, talking about the Forex markets, talking about some indices, uh, telling things the way we see it, as well as things like that. Today is unemployment and GDP for the USD. So in about 4 minutes, we should maybe get some movement. We also got some Euro news as well. Is this what you were saying? You think is more important, or was that is that something else?
It's the one after that, the ECB press conference one at 8:45.
45.
That
Okay.
yeah.
That is like when the actual like markets will be opened up, like in
Oh yeah.
so yeah. I've been noticing that too. So like, news will come out at like 7:30 and it may wick crazily one way or the other, but it'll usually like give back that wick and then heading into the New York session, like, kind of give you that retest before going the other way, like throughout the day. That's one thing I've noticed. So like trading the news isn't really like I don't think it's that important because I feel like the market will always give you a chance to get back in, even if it does spike one way or the
Yeah.
other.
You know what's funny though? Like it's so it's basically in my mind the way I explain it is like when the market is not open, there's less liquidity. So it's easy to make those big like jumps like with the news.
That's
But
true.
then when the market opens, like the real money starts pouring in,
I actually
and
meant
that's like a test. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
that actually like makes like a lot of sense, right?
And
And
sometimes it follows through, right? Like sometimes you get a big wick up, and then when the market opens, it continues higher. So that shows you like the money is believing the move, but then when it gives it back, it's showing you that it's not like a real move in a way.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
That's why like sometimes like on Euro AUD, I like to sometimes I don't like seeing it could like mess with your mental, I guess, because like
Yeah.
to see a big move, then it come all the way down. It's like okay,
Wow.
higher
Yeah.
high, but it came all the way down. Is this bullish or is it bearish? And then it'll give you that move, and then for the most part, like you might just miss it, right? Because but yeah, I exited out of Euro AUD, man, like somewhere around here.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
I tried again. I'm trying again, like somewhere like here with my stop loss, just like a small trade, not really risking too much. Like my stop loss just like right below this little support, but
But you're right. You really have to be flexible with your mind. Like if I was trading this, like I would be I
yeah.
would be all over the place. Yeah.
Not looking too high right now, but we're gonna see if I'm gonna get stopped out of this. Yeah, like a
I'm not
minute.
gonna lie. When you mentioned AUD yesterday, I saw it yesterday. It looked very bearish, and then I saw it this morning, and it kind of popped back in. So I'm long, very small, $25 risk
Okay,
on AUD USD.
on you said AUD USD.
Yeah, like long AUD, and the stop loss is pretty wide. It's a very small position. I'm just looking for like 2R, basically like risking 25, reward 50,
Yeah, yeah,
but we'll see.
yeah. We'll see. Looking at the DXY before this news comes out, it kind of, not like the greatest higher high, but it seems like it kind of broke out of this or is breaking out of this resistance right here, and then like it's looking like it's kind of retesting this resistance too as well. So before this news comes out, if this starts to pop higher, but like at the moment it's kind of dropping right now. So
Yeah.
a
It's
lot of
interesting though. It's right at the line. It's just like back and forth, back and forth.
right, literally. So we got about like 45 seconds left, but
Yeah.
interesting to see if this is gonna spike up or down. But um, interesting that gold though is not
Mm.
is still going up higher. I tried a gold sell, probably not the wisest, but just because it was trending down like this, I took a sell like somewhere around here. Just didn't want to see it come back up here, but it did. So got stopped out of that. But gold is pushing up higher. Gold is pretty
Yeah.
bullish at the moment.
Despite even the DXY strength.
Yes,
Crazy. Yeah, yeah.
but see the news should be coming in 2 seconds. So let's see how this starts to react if we get any movement at all.
Okay.
See some bullish movement starting to come in. We have the numbers. Advanced
So
GDP
okay.
4.9, 4.5 is what was requested. On the orange folders too, we see like these were pretty positive for the dollar. Unemployment was 210. And the forecast was 208. So not like not the worst, but not good, right? In
Yeah.
my opinion. But
It's
uh
like and the reaction's not too big.
yeah, and the action
Yeah.
is showing that as well. So you know, maybe have to wait for that. It says 8:45 on mine, so I believe it's gonna come out at 7:45, so in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah. Now we're getting a little bit. Yeah, it's honestly to call it for what it is. It's slightly bearish now, but in a way I'm seeing it like if okay, I have my own opinions on the economy, but the way that the numbers show what the way to say it is basically the economy is not weak. So in a sense, yeah. It's not really anything, it's not like a huge difference. So I feel like yeah, the market's probably not going to move too much. But
Uh
yeah.
yeah, so nothing really, just looking at some of these pairs, nothing really. AUD USD kind of giving
Mhm.
back some of its gains. Gold still, even though it is flying higher, still kind of just in this in that daily like range of this wick up here and then this wick down here. So, but that's like a big range. So, just don't know what that's gonna do. Euro USD, not really anything. Euro USD is interesting. It's right at the support level now. So, might see some consolidation, some back and forth. But hopefully we can see the break of this. But at the moment, kind of giving some of that back. GJ and CJ are interesting pairs, man, because I'm not sure about the yen, man. Like, is it strong? Is it weak? It's
Yeah.
honest. It's honestly it's interesting. Interesting pair because CAD
It's
JP.
it's kind of making like these little false breakouts. At
Yeah,
least I can see like on the JPY, like a lot of wicks
like I didn't
recently.
take this trade, but this is a trade that like I would take. But just because I'm in other trades right now, I didn't take it. But had to break this support down here, kind of retesting it right now. Just didn't like this back and forth week, but I'd still be willing to take a sell on this trade if I wasn't in my other trades. But I'm just is the yen strong or is it weak? It's a little bit weird to me. GBP USD kind of giving some of it back. So nothing too crazy. Oh man, did you see USJPY?
I did. It's like I was thinking like yesterday. It's like it's almost like these fake breakouts, but it's still grinding higher.
USJPY still growing.
Yeah, I saw like close to 151 too.
I wonder, like, as it gradually just gets higher here, if it's gonna just do one of those wicks again. So it'll be pretty interesting. Oil kind of giving back some of these gains today. Looks like it's going potentially right back to this support level again. SP 500 not looking the hottest. And then NAS 100 is kind of bouncing off of that support level we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
Uh, a healthy looking wick, so that's potentially a good sign. I don't trade US 30, bro. This is a setup I just like drew up just to draw up, but yeah, probably would never take this. I don't got 600 pips to risk,
Yeah.
but
You'd have
nothing
to use like a zero up 0.1
right.
lot. Yeah, yeah.
3.1. Gold. I mean, the dollar kind of coming down a little bit hard, so nothing really too crazy going on
Okay.
right now. Let me see if I can log into my FTMO. Just let's to update. But yeah, nothing. Oh man, I'll probably just go ahead and sign in later, man. Kailash, let me go ahead and
Yeah.
give you the screen, man. If you want to, go
Okay,
ahead
okay. Let's see.
share with us. some of the things you are watching. Let me
Yeah, I'm
see.
seeing because like it's definitely, it's like not the red folder news, so I don't want to think too much about like this type of news like that was at 8:30. But I mean,
Oh,
in a
you're
way, right? If the economy is strong, they can raise the interest rates further. But recently, the market's been kind of doubting the ability for the Fed to raise interest rates. Okay, I got it now.
yeah,
Screen.
yeah, I could see.
Yeah.
Are
I
you?
am long the AUD USD. I know I already mentioned that, but like very little risk here. I think, can you see my screen? Probably.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my setup is basically this. Very wide stop loss here. So I'm risking 0.7%. And my target on the 4 hour is pretty much, yeah, my target is about right here, just because I'm using this where most of the volume is traded. So that's my target is like right underneath it. So that's what I'm looking for. And I
So,
have this position,
so
I'll
you
show it.
want to see Australian dollar strength?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just because on the AUD USD, I noticed we broke down out of this range and we popped right back into it. So we've been ranging here for quite a while and we just broke out. We broke down and we've broken back into the range.
Yeah, pretty
So
quickly.
I'm looking for us to test the top of the range.
Mm.
So hopefully that's where my exit, hopefully it'll hit that. But we'll see. It's very low risk.
Yeah.
So that's the trade I got right now.
Doesn't not a bad idea. Just because the cell that I was in, I'm not really liking it at the moment because of what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, only reason why I'm not closing it right now is just because I want to see if that DXY can hang on and if it can reverse. But yeah, I would agree with you with that AUD USD as well.
Yeah. And the one thing I'll say I don't like about it is on the weekly chart, it still looks very bearish. Like if this were to be anything else, like I would not want to long it at all.
Yeah,
Like this looks very like I can see this going down further.
it looks bearish, but like momentum, like the volume was definitely like shrinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And another thing too, like since it looks so bearish, I'm thinking there's a probability where too many people can be short down here, expecting it to get down here like immediately. And I'm thinking maybe it can have like a little bit of a bounce and then maybe break down in the future. But who knows? We'll see what happens.
yeah, most definitely.
And the
Are you
DXY, I mean, we're right here,
still
right at
not
that.
able to? That's the September highs, right?
Yep.
Still
It's
not.
so interesting though. Like we kind of curved right around that right here.
hmm It not don't really want to see this like if I'm a bull, which I am, don't really want to see this fall back into a range again, right? Would
Yeah.
want to see that break today. Like honestly, within like the next couple of hours, in my opinion, don't really just want to see this. Just keep on ranging, so it'll be
Yeah.
pretty interesting to see.
And it
Uh,
definitely is very healthy too. Like, I mean, we are moving sideways up, very healthy. As long as I think, in my opinion, like, as long as we hang around like above this area,
yeah.
above this sideways, there's like absolutely nothing wrong with it.
And
So,
kind of like Euro AUD, it's hit an obvious level of like not exactly, but with Euro AUD, but it's hit a level of resistance. So like
is it
naturally,
okay?
naturally you should expect like some like the chart to not do what it was doing just because it's at an obvious level of resistance now. But it doesn't mean that like the trend is gonna automatically change. But it's natural to see price kind of fall off right at that resistance if it is going to break higher. Kind of like what happened with USD CAD yesterday. I think we
I
finally
wonder
got
what that looks like. Okay, that's hourly. Mm.
yeah, but even could you go back to the maybe to the hourly or the 4 hour, like
Was
even
it up here, like here?
a little bit back to the left, when it make that like high, I think on the 24th, on the 25th,
Okay,
but
here.
not the cleanest high, but then it didn't sink back the craziest, but you know, made that move, gave some of it up, but only for the like last 2 hours. But
Yeah.
if you look at that on the 4 hour, it probably look more like a wick. Okay, no, so pretty clean break, but gave some of
But
it
yeah.
back. Could have had some people thinking fake out, before doing like the actual move. But basically, this before a price comes at support and resistance, it's pretty natural for it to kind of reject that level before breaking that level. It's,
Hmm.
it's basically what I want to say. So yeah.
I'm curious to see how it looks like all of them together. Maybe the USD charts. So
Mhm.
we're all moving higher. Um, Pretty much looks like the weakest is the euro. Everybody is above the high of September. GBP is kind of wicking a little bit, but yeah.
Are you looking to you have any setups right now? Are you
At the
waiting?
moment, just the AUD one. Um, Kind of waiting, still waiting on this dollar. I really like I'm looking at the dollar chart. Oops, got wrong one. I'm still looking at this daily chart. And you already mentioned it before, you know me, I kind of want to be like bearish the dollar, which has a potential to be bearish. But I'm actually gonna wait. I'm gonna waiting for the what's it called? The ECB, or not ECB, sorry, the FOMC
Uh,
on the next week.
uh,
Yeah, that whole thing. November 1st, basically. I want to see this range break. I want to see us like I'm willing to go get bullish for the dollar if we can break above this range from here. This one right here.
on
But so far it's sideways.
on the daily chart though, I don't know if price is kind of reversing, but on the daily chart, it looks like price is above the highs of
Yeah. This one is 15 minutes behind. I think that's the reason.
okay.
And this one's a different chart because this one is the futures chart using like the ICE exchange. So the numbers are slightly different, but I use this just because of the volume that they give. But I should switch to a different chart, like the capital.com one. Because that one it's slightly different. But as always, this morning I'm watching the Nasdaq because we're gonna be gapping down. So like on the NQ, yesterday we closed right here. So we're still under yesterday's close.
Yeah.
So I am looking for a bounce today to buy.
Would you be looking for like multiple higher highs coming in, or would you just want to see like one higher high?
For this one, yeah, just during the day.
Okay.
Essentially once we open, like the question is, right? The job of the buyers is to fill this gap, like to get above this white line. We might even open the market inside if the market keeps pushing up. But I'm hoping that we open up underneath the white line, and then I'm a buyer as long as we're above the white line. As if we go back below the white line, you gotta get out of the trade, in my opinion. But if you're above the white line, I'm essentially using that white line as a stop and seeing if we can kind of make a small bounce higher because this chart is very bearish. I mean, on the 4 hour, there's a lot of room for a lower high. So I'm expecting like any sort of bounce up
Yeah.
should be maybe sold back into
Okay.
if the market's going to be weak, but
Yeah, I see. That's a good game plan, man.
we'll see. Yeah.
And that's kind of like it's like it's like going with the trend still though, but like going with it like for the long term and for the moment. So yeah, that's like pretty advanced trading right there. Yeah, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
I'm
I'm
gonna ask you a question too. I want to ask you, like, are you a fast thinker or a slow thinker?
when it comes to trading or in general,
I guess in general, yeah.
um, I would say that I can come up with solutions fast,
Yeah.
but like with me coming into like that solution fast, like I've processed like 100 things real quick though, like
Mm.
to give this like fast solution or answer, whatever. So I
Yeah.
would say I'm a fast thinker for sure, but I would say like with that fast thinking comes like it might be like 5 seconds, but like 500 seconds in my head that really just
Hmm.
happened, you know. So kind of like that thing, you know, kind of like an anime when you're about to get
Yeah.
hit. he dodges it last second and has like a whole commentary before dodging.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah, when somebody asked that question, I had to think like I was thinking like, am I a fast thinker? Am I a slow thinker? And maybe I was thinking about the trading, but like they said if you have to think about it, or like if you have to think longer than like a few seconds, then you're a slow thinker. So I was like, okay, I'm
Okay,
probably
so
a slow thinker,
I had to think.
right?
I don't know how fast it took me to answer, but I would say
Right? It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I would say I was like literally in the medium of the way I
Hmm.
answered.
Because
Um,
that's what made me like I used to think like I used to look at people who traded like in the middle of the day. I was like, that's impossible. Like I can't do that. But like slowly I kind of got used to it because I used to be more of like a swing trader type of mindset.
yeah,
But I do want to get back into that, like
man.
planning stuff out longer.
Uh, I'm right now. I'm still trying to figure out that balance of remember. I think we were talking about this the other day of swing trading and day trading.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember. Now you said all swing trades started off as a day trade, so
Mm.
that's like something I'm always trying to remember and like keep in the back of my head now.
Yeah. My style with the crypto from a couple years ago when the market was a lot more hotter was always like you play the bounce. So like the market's selling, selling. It's bullish zoomed out, but in the short term, it's they're selling it. There's a lot of fear. You buy it, it starts to bounce, and immediately you start taking some off. So you get risk free. So it starts off as like a quick day trade, but then you hold on to that little piece and you let it run. And I think you do the same thing. A lot of people do the same thing. It's like
I
have that little bit of a runner and let it do its thing.
would agree because that's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
the
what I'm
best thing.
doing on some of these trades that I have going right now. Like I
Yeah,
take
I like that. Yeah.
some stuff, move stop losses, but just to literally not like be should I close it, blah blah blah, should I do this, blah blah blah. You know, I'm taking profit and I'm like moving stop loss, so it makes being in the trade like easier too. So for sure. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and take the screen, show my FTMO account
Let's see.
real
Yeah.
quick. I know I was close to like 3%, but I guess some of it is giving some of its gains back. So
Okay.
I'm at 2.4. Not doing a little bit better this week for sure. Was doing really for like the last month. I've been doing kind of bad, but if I can get these trades that I'm in right now to go my way, should be a nice recovery. Uh, looking at a little update. Nothing really happened. So I'm looking at AUD USD right now. For me, like if it broke past, you know, this little level right here, then I might be looking at, you know, getting out of the trade and then
Hmm.
looking to potentially re-enter if that dollar strength does come in. But yeah, you know, we'll see if it's gonna break this level right here.
Yeah, quite a wick. It's not really clear
Mm.
at the moment. Yeah.
Euro USD, you know, kind of like the same thing. If it's starting to break back above here, might look to just close, but nothing really. No gold. I mean, the dollar is kind of potentially making a little support level, right? We see it bouncing this
Oh
little
wow.
mini
Yeah.
resistance. It might hold that support, and like as a dollar bull, you know, would want to see this level hold. Really wouldn't want to see it sink back all the way over here again. So yeah,
It
we'll
was
see.
funny. It just started bouncing right at like 8:45. And that's when like this whole like ECB press conference started. And like I
Uh,
don't watch it, but like I know people are talking probably, and I feel like the market has like it's like it has a gun to their head during the
yeah,
press conference. It's like we're sitting right at this high of September, and now they're going to be using their words, and that's going to be moving the market. So it's kind of like it's up to whatever they say to move the DXY. But it's good that you have that line right there because like
uh,
it bounced right off that line. Yeah.
bouncing off of it, but like still bearish for sure. This is
Yep.
a bearish moment,
Choppy.
yeah, in my opinion. So yeah, just gonna have to see what this is gonna do. I while we were on stream, I closed out of this trade for like a super
Mm.
small loss, just because I think I was being a little bit impatient, but I'm gonna see if it can maybe pull back over here. And if it can, then you know if we can maybe catch some support over here, then I'll be looking to insert again. But yeah, unless on the 4 hour, this bearish candle can turn like that green, then I'll insert again with my stop loss just right below here. But was being a little impatient on it, so just gonna chill out a little bit. But Euro AUD is like most definitely, in my opinion, like in this little uptrend, right? Like you see, it's kind of just been like if we just do this and look right, like it's been most definitely like trailing up. But now the next thing is to just see this break right here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. If these trades could go my way, man, should be passing phase one. So it's like, they're giving it some of it back, but like, to the swing trader in me is just gonna try to hold on and right and believe that, these retests just have to happen for, the market to continue to go higher and to go lower and things of that nature. But that doesn't look too good on the 4 hour, like my bias aside, just I have to be realistic. That doesn't look too good right there. So, maybe looking at closing, maybe, but we'll see. But
Yeah.
just because nothing's happening right now, man, that
Yeah.
might be it for me for the day. I'm gonna be still on the charts though for sure, just seeing what happens. And when does the New York session open? Is it 8:45 or is it 9? Do you know?
For me, it's 9:30,
Okay, it's
like
not.
EST Eastern time.
So
I think, are you an hour behind? Like
yes,
exactly 1 hour?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I believe
Yeah,
eight.
for me right now it's 8:51, so for you it's 7:51.
Yeah, 7:51. Yeah, so you said
Okay.
9:30.
9:30 exactly, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens when the
And
market's.
one thing interesting too, yesterday was the Nasdaq's worst day of the year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah. Percentage or points wise, because the
Yeah.
move down. So, there's a lot of bit of a fear yesterday, and it was already selling off on the daily from a couple weeks ago. So we could see something. And the Dow went up yesterday because Boeing had some news, and Boeing is one of the large holding, or it's a big holding on the Dow. So I'm thinking too, maybe Dow might go down and Nasdaq will go up
Mm.
because there was like rotation. The market was rotating. Money was coming out of tech, going into industrials, and we
Do
might get a flip.
do
Who
they
knows?
trade? Do they like trade correlated Nas and the Dow Jones? Because I don't really watch US 30. Do they like
Yeah.
trade the same way or trade opposites?
US 30 trades similar to US 2000,
Okay,
but US 2000 is very weak on the larger time frame. But day to day, they usually trade similar. But usually Nasdaq and Dow they trade quite differently.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man.
Usually Nasdaq has been very strong, very clearly. Yeah, stronger.
But pretty
Yeah.
cool, man. We're just gonna have to see how some of these things play out. You see USD CHF kind of wicking right now. Your AUD looks like it's probably gonna head down here. AUD USD, that's good bullish momentum. You just have to see Euro USD waking a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, man. Literally, man. I'm probably just gonna not look at the charts for literally maybe another hour. And then
Yeah.
like in an hour, my eyes are probably just gonna be watching them, to see if I need to close out my trades or if they could, you know, if I could let them run. But yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Kailash, most definitely. Let me see.
Definitely. Yeah.
Do we have anything tomorrow? Uh, we have core PCE and we have some revised UOM consumer sentiment. Do you know if these are like market movers or?
Yeah. They could be, but I always watch them like with the Nasdaq because I'm usually watching Nasdaq at like 10 o'clock. And usually the market is moving slowly until the news happens. And then once the news comes out, usually the market kind of picks a direction. So I guess, yeah, in a way they are. But I don't watch the dollar, to be honest. I don't know for sure. But
Maybe you could do another live reaction to the news tomorrow, see how things are. But
yeah,
yeah, man,
yeah, that'd be cool. I'm available, yeah.
appreciate you though, most definitely, like always. Appreciate everybody who is watching, taking the time to like, comment, subscribe. Most definitely appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Kailash, I will see you soon as well, my brother.
Cool,
Um,
cool. Let's
let
pump this AUD up.
Yeah, man, for real. Something happened at least.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop this, but my thing has frozen. Funny enough. Uh,
Oh, there we go. There we go.
oh well, that's weird.
It stopped. I heard it stop and then go back. So
Huh, okay, interesting. All right, man. But yeah, yes, sir. I'll see you soon, though, okay?
cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. All right,
Yeah,
later.
yes, sir.